Hello, welcome to another edition of Building a Gunpla and Relaxing. Oh, lovely. Hold on 1 second. I gotta fix something. Let's see here. Of course, it's gonna remember. Oh, all right, this will fix it. Hey, Gina, hope you're doing well. I just the mic on my secondary, uh, on my iPad, accidentally recognized the iPad mic, and so I could hear myself, and I didn't want to do that. So there's a way to turn it off. Anyways, welcome those from YouTube and also from Twitch. We are streaming on both. It is great to have you. So a little unfortunate news. The Calran project has been put on hold. And if you've seen the community page, you know what happened. I was pulling the parts for the next stream. We're not pulling the parts, but the runners. And what happened was, this is supposed to be one piece, like this. I happened to try and turn this a little bit, because I thought it would turn, like this does, but it doesn't. And therefore, it snapped. And I tried everything. I tried putting in a steel peg. That didn't work. I tried gluing in a plastic peg. That didn't work. And because it's such a critical area, it really would have compromised the integrity of the figure, and I didn't want to do that. So I tried finding a way to contact Motor Nuclear. Unfortunately, their site is in Chinese, but Google translated that for me, and that ended up having no contact email or contact form. So I emailed the online site I bought it from, and they ended up having a replacement part for me, and with a small fee, I was able to procure that, and it will be coming sometime on Thursday. So streams till Friday are going to be a little up in the air on what we're going to do. We're going to finish one of my side projects, probably, and then we'll move on from there. So, yep, that's kind of the status. And also, I would like to thank newtype.us. They were the ones that I bought this from originally, and they were extremely helpful. So I am very grateful to that company for making that happen, because otherwise we would have just been out a $75 to $80 model, and that wouldn't have been cool. Anyways, let's get to the build. So what we're going to be building is my side project. I've already been working on it. The Gundam Kyrios from Gundam 00. We are at the legs. Put that there. And so far, this is what I have built. You've got the waist, which will go here. And you've got the body. Actually, this I haven't panel lined yet, so that'll be something extra we can panel line. Today, instead of using the regular Gundam panel line markers, that's supposed to be like that. Oh yeah, it looks like it is. Okay. Instead of just using the regular panel line markers. We're going to be using the pour type Gundam markers for the panel lines. So that will be exciting. That's probably the one I've used the least. So it'll be interesting to see how that goes. Anyways, let's get on to the build. So first we need F, which is these two runners. And we'll be making 2 of pretty much every item till we get to where it separates the legs. So F, and each of these runners has stuff for 1 leg. So we'll need F, and then we'll also need I. I'll pull I in a moment. F7, F9. Let's see here. F7. Put that out nicely. It looks like the first thing we're going to build, and this is usually the case in a lot of these, is you'll build the feet first. And we need F9. So this is actually the first master grade Gundam that we have built on this channel. We've always done, for like the bigger, non-high grades, we've always done third-party builds. So this will be the first that we do of Bandai and the actual Gundam series. So we got that. All right. Put this to the side for a moment. Pull up I, which is this really bright orange. And it's I1. So this one right here. There we go. And, oh, I'm going to keep knocking that the whole time. And this one. And I just noticed that some of these actually have lines or holes in them for the cuts, for the initial cuts, which is kind of nice. This is a model that was made, let's see if I can find it. I'm guessing it's a rather new one. Oh, 2020 it looks like. So 4 years, but it's probably, I would say it is in the new technology part of Bandai. So it looks like the stuff that's being released in 2025 is going to really change the way the arms are, an arm joint. So I'm kind of excited to see what they do with that, because that's always been a weak spot in a lot of Bandai's models, but it's also one that a lot of third parties copy and then they make metal joints for it. So I'll be curious to see what they do. Cut those rather short, and then we'll have the razor do the rest of the work. All right. So I hope everyone is doing well. I've been slowly playing Gundam Breaker 4. I haven't really been like, what's the word? Binging it. I've just been rather taking my time with it. If anything, I've been binging one of my other side projects. It was actually the other one that was in competition with the Calren, and that was the Master Grade St. Andrew Stein Narrative Verka. Say that a bunch of times. Kind of glad we didn't do that one on this stream because, oof, It would have been a pain to say that every time. Ugh. Did I not cut out all the pieces? Oh, one of them went over here. There we go. Now I just got to sand these orange ones down a little bit. Just in this area a little bit. There we go. Just a little bit here. And this one just a little bit there. So as I said, we'll be using the pour line panel markers today. So that's exciting. I may interrupt the Calrin one further. I don't know. Depends if I get something or not. I gotta look to see when it's coming in the mail. And if I were to order something, how fast that would get here as well. I know I'm being all secretive, but I have my reasons. I'll say it involves one of my community posts for part of it. So if you can look at my community posts the last couple days on YouTube, you will know what I'm talking about. I don't think Twitch has community posts. If they do, I gotta learn how to find them. But it is a quiet Saturday morning, it seems, on YouTube and Twitch at the moment, which is fine. I'm still kind of testing out what times to go live and how often, all that good stuff. Still very adjustable. Anyways, let's set up our first few parts. This goes like this. This goes like looks like so. Yeah, like that. And this goes in like, it's just got to find these 4 holes. I'm funny. What did I say that was funny, Gina? I'm not that funny. Maybe funny looking. Just, I know, that's a bad joke. And a joke that sometimes I get in trouble for saying, depending on when I say it. But I still funny. I still find it funny. All right. So much work for so little done so far. All right. So we got this done so far. And it wants this to go down. Yeah, like so. Okay. There. All right. Now we need F. Yeah. 11, 12, and 13. So let's see here. And these are all in tiers. So I think I'm just going to cut them nice and close. Well, these might actually be on the outside. So we got a little too close. Bouncing on me. And these nippers are a little chewed up because I cut a metal wire, so it looks like they're a little dull too. So that doesn't help. So other than that, nothing too exciting going on. Brewers won a doubleheader, both games, so I always love that. As you know, I'm a Brewer fan at this point. And I believe they're tied with the Phillies for second place in the National League. So, ha, Philly. All right. Got that one caught. And one more. I was doing some cleaning before this, so my hands are filthy. I forgot to wash them. So I apologize for the filthy hands. That. And I don't know if that is, I think that's just an actual peg. Let me double check. It appears that it is not a peg. So let's see here. It's on that one. It looks, that's got to be a peg. It does not show that it's a peg. I'm not willing to cut it. Not yet. We're not going to have a giant malfunction again this early. I can't. I'm having PT, and I'm joking here, folks. I can't have PTSD of cutting or having another part failure. We cannot deal with that at the moment. That one, yeah, see, yeah, that's got to be part of the part. And that falls off. Love when the pegs just kind of fall off. Anyways, just cutting these off. Nice and neat. All right, now this stuff. Now let's build the next part, which also goes attached to this. So we take. Looks like oh, it goes like this. Okay, like this, and goes like that. Okay, and this, and put them together like so. Hey, Nightmare. Yeah, I've broken pieces too and managed to fix them. It was just here. I'll show you. This was what happened to, because you're on Twitch, so you probably don't know what happened and why we're not doing Colorado. I was pulling the runners for today, and I was checking out the joints on this. This was supposed to be attached like this. It looks like it should move. Like in all intended purpose, it looks like it should move. So I gave it a little turn. When I turned, snap, it does not turn, in fact. The problem being, this is all metal, except for this little plastic in there. The issue is it's a critical joint. I tried a metal pin, tried plastic, nothing would work to put it together. And since it's such a area with a lot of infrastructure around it and a little bit, it's it's like breaking your spine and like taping it back together and being like, oh, it'll be fine. No. And so I tried to contact the company. They don't they pretty much don't I don't want to say don't exist online, because they do. It's a Chinese company, and after I've broken up Master grade Verka unicorn leg joint. Oof. I broke. Actually, it was my first break ever, and I was so upset about it because I was fairly new, and I was already struggling with this build. It was the real grade full armor unicorn, and I didn't know at the time, but there was actually replacement metal parts because of how often it breaks in the arm joint. And lo and behold, I broke the arm joint. Go figure. And so I had to order the metal parts. I actually ended up losing a part. It was like one of the clear parts, so I was frustrated with that. And enough to say, I still haven't finished that build because I'm so angry with it. It was a very anxiety-ridden build, and I'm not inclined at the moment to really do another unicorn at the moment. There is a perfect grade I've been eyeing up, but I can't afford that. So unless I get something that I'm not going to mention, because I'm trying my best to not ask for donations or be like, which perfect grade there's 2 or 3 I'm really eyeing up. 2 I would say are the top ones for me. There is why does this look different? This is yes. And that was 2. Yes. Okay, sorry. Got a little distracted there for a moment. The first one is the perfect grade Exia. The second one is currently for pre-order, and it's supposed to come in this month. And that is the perfect grade red frame Kai, or Astray Kai. I would really love to get that one. That one's even more expensive. So neither is going to happen. And I've accepted that fact and moved on. But, there's plenty of others that I'll enjoy. I do have a few, actually have 2 third-party kits and Verka coming in that I'm looking forward to. Why do these not look anything like the picture? That is so weird. I'm very confused by this. I believe the deal's still up. So Nightmare, if you're looking for a Verka to purchase, Michael's, the hobby craft store, online they have a Labor Day coupon for 40% off. And they have one master grade on there. It's a master grade new Gundam for Ka. And so with it's free shipping as well. So with all of that, I'll need one more F. With all that, it drops down to like, I think I paid 56 for it. I just couldn't pass up the deal. So I jumped at that chance. And I might, because I really want to practice the Cosmos or Cosmos LEDs before I get the ones for the Sky Defender. They have them for the new Gundam. I mean, it's not as intricate or anything, but it'll give me kind of an idea of what to expect. So I might go all out on that one and get the LEDs for it, just to make it extra shiny and practice what I need to practice. And the third parties, well, those are surprised because depending on what all happens, I may use one for a build, or these might be side projects. I don't know. But they are third parties that I have been wanting to get. So anything interesting with you, Ninja Master? Let's see. Those. All that. All right. I think that's everything for that next step. Oh, I could do. Let's grab the aces one last time. There's one more step in the feet, and then it looks like the feet are kind of. I guess the feet are done, are they? They got a little like ball. I'll get the ball. No, I don't think the ball is part of it. Okay. 10. So pull 10 here. But yeah, I would like the perfect grade Exia because it's one of my favorites. And you're gonna probably work on your perfect grade Banshee today. Jealous. I hope. How is that build so far? Have you enjoyed the perfect grade Banshee? I've heard mixed things about it, and with my issues with the actual with the real grade, I'm very hesitant. Though there is something I've been tempted to get. There's on a site. I don't know if you've ever heard of the company Daban. It's Daban, and they do. It's basically a Chinese company that somehow has gotten a hold of the molds, and basically puts out various um, models for a lot cheaper. And what it, and they have for like half the price the perfect grade unicorn perfectibility with the divine expansion. If you don't know that one, it's the white unicorn with the blue, and it's got all the like, it's almost like a full armor with how much stuff it has. And that's one, if I got, I would definitely get the Cosmos lighting because LEDs, because it would just be insane looking. And it's massive. I think they say it's the biggest, if not one of the biggest perfect grades out there. I am hesitant about it because it is a third party, and they maybe cut corners with the plastic. They say I saw it. You saw it and it looked good. I've heard mixed things about it, about pieces being too loose, too tight, and so I'm slightly nervous. But I mean, the same thing happens with Bandai. You don't get the fancy box, but I just think it would be the biggest and most epic build I've done on this channel so far. So I don't know. I've got a lot to think about in terms of what to get. It's just a lot for a company that I don't know if I trust. And if anything goes wrong, I don't know what type of customer service they have, if any. So, but yeah, that perfectibility, if I was ever to get a unicorn, that's the one I would love to get. You've heard things about your Wing Zero? Yeah, I was dissuaded from getting one because of how I heard how old it was, and it was, oh, there's so many screws, and it's one of the oldest ones out there, and it's not that good. And so I was hesitant about it. And I was hesitant a little bit too long. I was hoping it would go slightly down even further in price on Whatnot, which is an auction site. Someone had one for $75, and I'm kicking myself I didn't get it. But I was hoping it would go down slightly more. It didn't. You didn't even know there were screws. And you built it, correct? So there were no screws in it, huh? I guess a lot of the perfect grades, especially the early ones, have some screws in it. So I don't know. Maybe there's somewhere that you don't really notice or not necessary. I don't know. But that's what I read, was that there was like a couple screws. No, it's still in the box. Okay. Yeah. So yeah, there is supposedly a couple screws in it. So I was hesitant about that. I don't know why. It's not like I'm scared of screws, but I don't know. I just feel they don't tighten as well, like the ones that come with the boxes. So I don't know. We'll see. I have lots of options that I can't really afford. But if I were to get a perfect grade, I have those three options that I would take a swing at. And the thing with the Kai one is it's a limited edition. So it's actually a re-release of a limited edition that was already out once before. But I've never seen the, Red Frame Astray, because I don't think it was in the actual anime. I think it was a manga type thing. And so like my like interest in it is slightly less than the ones that I see on actual shows. So I don't know. We'll see. Like I said, none of them are real possibilities at this point. So, all right, now we got to figure this out, because see this part, and I believe you are so not helpful. Okay, that goes with these. Did I not pull? I think I'm missing one. Let's see. H9. Yep, I forgot to pull H9. You're gonna get Sword Impulse and Kit Bash. Nice. The great sword. What makes it great? Was there a great one in the show, or are you just making a great sword impulse? And that's the name for it. Because if that's what you're naming it, just because you're naming it, I think we need to come up with a better impulse name. That's just my opinion. But if there is an actual great impulse, and that's kind of what you're doing with the kit bash, then I understand the name. For those in chat, if that isn't, Sword Impulse and Force Impulse can be joined together, and it's the real name. Okay. Never mind then. I was going to say we could come up with some type of name for it, but never mind. So you it's going to kit bash, or are you also going to paint it? I'm taking my time with this today. I might not get as much done as I was planning. Because I do want to show Port Ink panel lining today as well. It's because I'm trying to make this look nice. Let's see. Okay. Such a weird pick of how they have it. It's in there like so. And then take this. And this goes in here. Come on. Click for me. There it goes. So my panel line skills. Well, the panel line skills I'm going to be doing today are the one I have the least amount of experience in. I'm trying to show at least two of the different variants of panel lining. So we're going to do that today. All right. We got that. Now we're taking these. Oh. Okay, that one is on that side. This one's on this side. This is like so. And they go in like so. Right? Or is it the top? It's the top two. There we go. Saying to cut something. Saying cut a peg. I don't see the peg. That's saying to cut. So we're just going to move on. But I would say my best panel line skills currently are with the regular Gundam line markers. And then it's followed by. Oh, okay. Going. Oh, that's cool. I'd be so scared to do a panel line of a master grade. That's just me though. I'm just like, you screw up, you're gonna have to try and redo it. Especially the Banshee. It's so many like smaller panel pieces. It's just well, I don't know. Part of the reason I would like to do the or get that perfect grade perfectibility is because it would take forever for it to be done on stream. Should try it on my burning Gundam. Yeah. All right. You in there? Yes, you're in there. Okay. And this one goes like so. Basically like that. Then you got these, which go. So weird how they have it. This one goes up here. But it's so big that I think it would just be, because it would take probably over a month on stream, even with the new stream schedule. Part of the problem, though, is fitting it in the area that I have. Because it's not exactly the most space. And I've seen how many boxes, it comes in 2 boxes basically the size of the Sky Defender box, which is insane with considering how big the Sky Defender box was. So I don't know. We'll see. And if I did that one, I'd have to get the lighting for it. I mean, it just, you have to go all out. All right, we're at 20 minutes. We've got the feet done. We didn't get much done. So, but you want to see panel lining. So that is what we're going to do. And we're going to be using 2 different colors for our panel lines. Gray and brown. And then depending on how easy it is to clean off, we have our eraser marker as well. Grab. You only need 2 Q-tips. 2 Q-tips for cleaning possibility. Let's get these out of the way. Put the razor away so that doesn't fall. All right. And if you're ever curious of what materials I use for, or what tools I have, on my YouTube page in the video descriptions, at least for the last, I'd say, week, show the various tools I have. All right, so this is a pour type Gundam marker. This is gray. And let's find a panel line. We got a panel line right here. So all you do is just put it in there, and it did the work itself. Poured right in. And you do the same here. See, it filled in at least the one line, and then that one filled in the rest of the line, or rest of it. Pretty clean. We're going to let that dry for a second. We'll do some more. We'll do this one. Yeah, I don't know if I like that or not. And for being gray, this actually turned out black. I wonder if it is actually black. I don't know. We'll see. And that one has a little. Oh, it did have a little hole, I think, because my hand rubbed against it. So we got those. Fairly simple. And then we have the brown that we use for orange. And so, same thing. Just tap it. See, I tapped it even a little too hard that you just tap like so. And that one actually filled in all the way, so that's kind of nice. Lift that up and open that up and get the ones for this. And see, they even filled in some other lines that I didn't even see. That's going to be hard to get. There we go. There we go. And see, we got that one as well. And we got this one up here. There too. Get that corner. Pretty much just hit any corner and it will fill in the majority of it. Got one back here. And wow, it got something I did not even see again. So sometimes you may not even see the line and it will hit. See, this one kind of faded on me. So we're going to make sure it actually stands out a little bit. There we go. We got that. Now let's try clean up the white parts that we did. So we're just going to take that, try to clean around it. There we go. Got these here. Let's take a little bit more effort. Just leaving a little bit of stain. It's pretty good though, I would say. And then we'll get this one. There we go. And that one has been cleaned up. Looks very nice. Gotta get this one a little bit. Make sure both sides look clean. It's fairly clean. And now let's hit these brown ones. Kind of have to scrub hard, it seems. But we're getting that one. This one I'm hoping doesn't wipe away when I try to clean. Because there's a spot, let's use either side. I might have to figure out a way to get in there to clean that. Because there's two spots. There's a little bit in that corner, a little bit in that corner. See, that one cleaned up, so maybe I just gotta. Actually, that did clean up. All right. That looks good. But the other one is much darker than this one, so we're gonna have to match it. We're just gonna have to fill it. Okay, there we go. Gonna have to let that one dry. We got this one down here. Come on. Clean for me. Really, this kind of, since it's dry, I can scrub a little bit harder to really try and get any residue off. And then we got these down here, which are going to be extremely hard to get. It's going to be near impossible to try and clean. I think these spots in the future will have to be Gundam lined, or using the panel lining marker. Or not, yeah, because these are pore types, so I guess you'd call that one's panel line. All right. Not too bad. And let's get Let's see, my hand took it off again. Oh yeah, pour that. All right, let's pour it in there. There we go. We're gonna leave that alone this time so that it can clean off. And I'm sure if there was enough residue that we could use the Gundam line eraser to really clean it up. Do that. Do that. And that's good for that piece. Go up here. I do think it's better to try and get at a part that's not such a tight angle if you can avoid it. I love how that works sometimes. Just the way it looks when you do those lines, it's so like it's almost like an ASMR feel type thing. Like, oh, magical. Feels magical. There we go. It got spoiled last time, and there was that space there. So I had to really try to get that this time. And what we're going to do is we're just going to do those center areas that we can easily clean up. All right. Maybe a little bit more there. Another one there. Let's see. Let's see if I can get this one if I just do spot. Ah! Nope. Let's see. There we go. See, that one worked better. And see, I shouldn't have done that. That was another mistake. Oh well. You live and learn. Or is it you live and let die? Pretty sure that's a Bond movie. We got that. And that. We try and make those dark. We're gonna let that sit for a little bit. My hands are all dirty from the cleaning the markers off and just rubbing the, accidentally touching it while I'm doing the other pieces. Come on. Work with me here. Just that little bit there. See, I'm trying really hard to not rub inside that panel because I want to keep it the way it is because we finally got it decently. And see, I did rub it a little bit. Dang, it's not too noticeable. All right, got a little stain there. Let's see how this goes. Probably a little on the dangerous side. Oh, that wasn't too bad. Wipe away the residue. There we go. Not bad. Not bad at all. That one turned out pretty good. You got your pen. Let's see if I can't clean in there a little bit better. I'm a perfectionist a little bit when it comes to panel lining at this point. I don't know why. All right. There's a little bit of a stain there, so we're just going to use that to get rid of that stain. Does a decent job. Oh, we got a little bit of a stain up here too. There we go. All right, that looks pretty good. We've got what is the weirdest like foot so far I've seen on a Gundam. All right, let's clean up this one, and then I think we're going to call it a stream. That turned out pretty clean. It's just got a little bit here. We got 2 spots where we touch down here. Come on. Work with me. Yeah, we might have to use a little bit of eraser on that. I don't know. That one came off nicely. And I forgot to do that one down there. So we'll have to do that and then let that dry. That cleaned up. That cleaned up. We got the mess down here. Let's see. Come on. Come on. I don't like that. It stained a little bit. I do not really want to use a cleaner on that because it will get rid of the line as well. And then we just end up having to redo the process. So what you make up in time with doing this method, you also, is that line? That is a line. I didn't do that on any of them. Maybe I'll do it. I don't know. We'll see. Anyway, we will. And see, I didn't listen to my own advice and I did the wrong corner. That turned out nice, so we're just going to do that there as well. And we'll get it here. Except I miss. And here. There's those. I'll let them dry for a little bit. Clean things up. I always try to keep a clean work area. Put these 2 back. This also comes with a pack that has an orange, like an olive green. I guess I put it like a lighter blue. I don't know why you would use a lighter blue. I don't know why. I could see limited uses with that dark green. The blue, I just don't know. And the orange, I don't know. It might have been kind of cool to, oh, I got this. I wonder. Let's do something a little weird. We're going to take this orange one. And we're just going to see how it would look on these white parts with the orange. Come on. Not a fan of this orange one. It does not fill in very well. It's so light that you can't tell if it actually filled in or not. Like sometimes it looks good and you could tell, and other times it just does not. I'm kind of just experimenting just to see, is it orange or yellow? It is in fact orange. I don't know. You can kind of see this is yellow and this is orange. You can see a little bit of a difference. Let's see. And sometimes, like when I place the pour line, it just doesn't even pour, and it's got a nice line to it. which means you're going to have more cleanup. Other times it feels all right. So I don't know if I'm a real fan of the colored ones. I don't know if they just don't pour as well, or my marker is not as good. I didn't really prep it at all. Shake it up or anything. Not that it's not a ball one, so it's not gonna really shake. But you're seeing I'm having to really like push down in many areas to try and let's see if we can just fill that area, make that look solid. All right, we got that. See, we got that on this side, so we got to do this. And this is a faint panel line, so probably wasn't the best idea to try and do it. I'm not even sure if it will stay, but we'll see. And we got these ones here. All right, let those dry. So there we go. We'll see how the orange goes for the waist. All right. Okay, grab. We'll grab 2 Q-tips. Because we have to get that line and that line. That's there. Right. This one. Gotta get that line. And that line. Later on, I might redo that line just because it didn't come out as bold as I would like. This one came up a little too bold. Trying to temper that back a little bit. But we got that. Not a fan of this foot at all. It just doesn't look right. But a lot of the stuff on Kyrios doesn't look right. It's not my favorite looking one, but I wanted to get all the 00 Gundams, like at least one of each. All right, let's see how wiping this goes. Maybe I'll go a little bit easier. Or at least the same, but nope. It is staining a lot worse. Like, it is. Wow. It's not coming off as well. And it is leaving quite the stain. I'm going to have to probably go over all of this with that eraser to get rid of all that stain. It's kind of hard to see on camera, but it is leaving quite the stain. These, I mean, that came off. And actually, that one was probably the best one so far. And I don't know if I like the look of it. I've done gold panel lining, And that was kind of a pain because it was a thicker mark. It was a Gundam regular marker. But it turned out so much better than this. You would think their poor line markers, they would make sure are like their top tier. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go over all of that because here's regular white, and then you can see the orange staining a little bit. Let's see if I'll get as close as possible. Let's see. Should be able to see that. So there you have it for that. I'm gonna try and at least get the first layer off while I'm doing a stream. Come on. This turned out so bad. Kind of regret trying it out. So you heard it here. In my opinion, don't use the colored panel line marker, at least the orange one. Yeah, I'm just gonna take the eraser and let's see how the eraser just goes going over it. Yeah, see, it goes right into the line as well. And now it's turning the whole thing like a orange yellow. It doesn't really clean up that well. Oh, there goes that paint. I might just use this to strip all the lines off. Can I get that line off? I can get all the lines off. I just use a different pour line marker. Go back to that blackish gray. Yep, it works. So we'll probably do that. I mean, there's a little bit of residue, but the gray will cover it up. That. And the line is pretty much gone. Yeah. Anyway, I'll do that offline sometime. Thank you for watching. We learned some stuff today. Hope you all enjoyed the stream. All those on the replay crew, love to see you. Love to hear some comments. And until next time, and be kind to one another. Enjoy a good hobby and take time for yourself each day.